Hello everybody, welcome to the show. This is the weekly 2-hour build stream. I'm SM Sith Lord. I'll be your host for today, just like every week, where I'm going to try to finish a build 2 hours right on the stream using Somnium's builder. This is the easy mode of creating stuff in Somnium. So if you've ever wanted to be a game designer or a level designer or just make these kind of worlds, and you don't know how to get into it, well, let me show you one of the easiest ways you can possibly get into it. There are few things, if any, that are easier to create with than the Somnium builder here. You're just placing down primitives and reshaping them the way that I'm going to be building things today. So let's jump right into it by placing down a block. So here are our shapes, just like playing with wooden blocks, like when you were a kid playing with wooden blocks. And you place it down here. But here's something that you couldn't do with wooden blocks. You can move them around, that you could do with wooden blocks, but you can scale them, you could squash them and stretch them like this. So that cube turns into this slab looking thing here. And with the power to move, rotate, and scale, combined with this set of primitives and then some other prefabs that are available in the builder here, you can create a version of anything you can imagine for the most part. So let's create something that I'm going to imagine. Let's create an American Gladiator style obstacle course that people can run through, and especially up, to practice their climbing skills in VR. So we're going to make a parcel that's an obstacle course that focuses on climbing, especially vertically, for that targets VR people. And it's going to be based loosely on like an American Gladiators type theme. So first thing that I want to do is place a few shapes down to get the size of what a person is. To make sure everything's to scale. So I'm going to go and spawn one of those prefabs. There's all these doors that I could choose from. I'll just spawn this door over here and snap it to my little slab there. And what I really wanted to do was create a shape the size of a human. So let's make a capsule. Lots of games represent players, humans, as capsules. Make our thing an orange capsule here. And I just need to scale it to be the size, about the size of a human. Humans walk through this door. They're about this big when they walk through that door. Okay, so now I know the size of the humans. These are our contenders, if we're thinking American Gladiator style. All right, so I'm gonna block out a little bit, not only in my mind, but also in the parcel, what this build is going to look like. So let's make it happen. There's going to be the starting area over here. So this example block that I put here, this will be the actual block. That will be our starting area. Let's start here. And then we'll have a ramp that you'll run up. Now, a ramp isn't a real obstacle, but it is reminiscent of American Gladiators, which is the theme that we're going for. 1, 2. Okay. So after you run up this ramp, and the contenders start over here. Then monkey bars, which instead of monkey bars, I'm actually going to make a whole bunch of hoops hanging down from suspended from the ceiling. So you have all these things to grab onto while you're going across, instead of just bars, because I think bars will be a little boring. If it's a bunch of these hooks everywhere, they got to be pretty close too, so you don't have to like swing to get to them. You can just grab them and then move over like that. That'll be more interesting because you can go at different angles and stuff, and you have more decisions to make instead of just doing the monkey bars. So let's see what that would look like. Here, I'll just make my obstacle course solid white for now until I find out the actual texture that I want. This will be up here. I just want to make sure the height of my bars are correct so people can actually take hold of them. Okay, so I'm going to make the thing that these little grabbable rings are hanging from a sheet of glass to let the light through, and also because you can't grab onto glass, so you'll have to grab onto the actual rings that are hanging from it. Now, instead of rings, because they wouldn't be rings anyways, I was going to put cylinders because a ring is a complex shape. I only have primitives that I want to work with here. So instead of that, I'm going to make balls suspended by wires that you will be able to grab and go across with. How do these ropes end up here? I think they just poke through like that. Or do they end on the inside? Maybe they end on the inside. Okay. Are these good? I don't think so. Not yet. Let's make them more obvious. And they will be of different heights. That's why I'm thinking making an easy way for them to not have to end at the exact same elevation would be good, which I might still end up doing. But in the end, I'm still just taking these two shapes that I made with these wooden blocks, the sphere and the cylinder. I'm cloning them. That's another thing you can't do with actual wooden blocks. And positioning these things around. And I'm definitely gonna have to go in VR to test this out, because I can't make an impossible course that cannot be completed because it wasn't designed correctly. So I must go in VR with my hands there, my VR hands, and try to survive this obstacle course before I can truly call it finished. Okay, now I'm thinking, instead of even having a path for the person to just go straight across, they should be the path. The only option should be to be going all like doing a little S curve across it. I'm gonna have two paths, so there'll be two rows, and so they'll cross at a certain point, and then maybe cross back. So you'll still have a lot of options, and hopefully it'll be pretty interesting for the user. So I want this path of popsicle sticks to wind across and then back. Sure, I can do that. I'll lower the glass right there so it doesn't get in the way of me clicking stuff. And I think descending from these balls will be fun. So let's make them start descending over here. One, two, three, four, five, six. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 21 shapes times 2 would be 42 shapes. I can put 850 shapes. So I think that I'm good. This isn't too crazy with the parcel credit consumption. And that number is how many wooden blocks. To simplify what it means, it's how many wooden blocks you can have on your parcel. Okay. It's like the Marshmallow Man from Ghostbusters. You know what? I'm not in the chats right now. Let me jump in there. Some space. I am in the Twitch chat now. I'll try to jump into the YouTube chat momentarily. No glass. Okay, I think that it is important that this be a two-person obstacle course. So, because that way you can race and you're not racing the clock, you know? Well, if I just make two of these side by side, is that going to cut it? I think that it will. Nice. But we can have the red team and the blue team, and it could just be an accident that the course is white and we end up with red, white, and blue. Because, you know, American Gladiators, man. Gladiators, ready? Contenders, ready? I don't think there'll be any gladiators in this version. Nobody's actively trying to stop you from completing. Okay. Good. Okay, that looks potentially like it would work. Wish I had like the scrolling arrows. Hey. Ooh, I like these even more. So here's another thing you can't do with wooden blocks. I'm going to put in an animated GIF just from a URL, so any animated GIF that I grabbed off the internet, pasted it into the box of this media image object here, and there it is in the game. It's like the first thing you try to do when you want to become like a level designer. You want to make your own world. You want to get your own texture into the world so you can write your name into the world pretty much. And with Somnium here, you just get the URL and paste it into the box, and you got yourself an animated texture. And animated textures are hard to do in games. You have to be like multi-celled textures that have a material file that tell it how to animate, how many frames per second and all that. You don't have to worry about any of that. You just paste the URL into the box and you have yourself your animated texture. Let's go back to shapes. We're gonna put a actual shape behind that wall. Behind that image, I mean. So I actually put this ramp upward just for decoration because it's not a real obstacle. But it was needed so you would have something to do the monkey bars across. Then you're going to turn the corner and you're going to climb up something else. I have this way up here to hide where all the sticks end, so that all worked out well. Here's our starting line, which I will, in very toon fashion, make it look like it comes directly from the cartoon's starting line. Okay, let's see. Continuing on. Okay, you'll monkey bar over here and then you'll let go. You just drop down on the floor there, and then it's time to climb some more after you turn the corner. Okay, you turn the corner and you go over some kind of ramps here, which will be like little catwalks to the next climbing obstacle. That will be, I think, a rock wall. We need some kind of rock wall here, like American Gladiators. So, I'll start this thing over here. Now, again, running is not a true obstacle. So I don't want to go too heavy on the running, but I want people to get away from the monkey bars before they get over here. And red has the inside turn here, so they're going to be able to get to this next obstacle faster than blue. That's not very fair. We'll have to have a turn going the other way somewhere down the course. I kind of want to add a gap that you have to teleport over. And I want it to be like the max distance that you can teleport. So you have to get right along the edge before you teleport. I don't know if it's good to make teleporting part of the race. But I want to do it. Okay, now if it's just a regular wall, it'll be nice and easy to climb. If it's a glass wall that has shapes sticking out of it, it'll be more difficult to climb. There's a couple more climbing things that I want to do here. So I think this first one, it can be easy. How about it's a rope? Not just any rope. What if it is a rope with knots in it? Now, should those ropes be neon? And the answer is yes. So I'm just replacing the regular shape with a different shape. This is the neon shape. Okay, good. center this thing up to be like a base to where the person's going to climb up onto the rope. And I'll make this the team color or just a gray. Probably just a gray. Okay, now let's clone this rope along with the knots and the base. Do I have it all selected? I don't. Now I do. And I'll clone it. Then I'll snap it so it's the same elevation here. Drag it over so it can be the other guy's rope. Straighten it out right there. And I need to change it to be glowing blue. Okay, save. Start here. You run up the superficial ramp. You do the monkey bars, the changing elevation of the monkey spheres, monkey balls. Then you make the corner, you turn the corner, you teleport over the gap of doom, then you climb the ropes up to here. Okay, we're not done yet though. Let's see, you can climb models also. Now, will I be able to do something like this? No, that doesn't make too much sense there. Unless... Okay, let's use the fact that people can't hang on to glass. Let's use that. Glass over here. And we'll also implement both the people climbing on the same wall facing each other. So if they're neck and neck at this point, it'll be crazy. Red, white, blue, and green. Neon. Toxic Avenger. American Gladiators. sticking out of here will be shapes. I think square shapes. I could do round shapes. Okay, we are going to go with, I think, cylinders. Okay, let's straighten this out there. A big old peg to hold on to, and those pegs are going to you'll walk on these pegs. There's gonna be a whole bunch of them over to this point, and at this point you have to change from that wall to the other wall because there'll be pegs on the other walls too. Okay, this could work potentially. Again, I won't know for sure until I actually test it in VR. Okay, let's spread these out. So, there's a lot of pegs here, but it's okay that there's a lot of pegs. I just need to make sure that there's not two pegs sitting inside of each other. Because if there's two pegs sitting inside of each other, they'll look like Z-fighting. And Z-fighting is when the surfaces kind of like look like they're flashing lighting. So that's not a big deal, as long as I space out these pegs well enough. And they look pretty well. No, not quite. Because this is the transition zone, and it's important at the transition zone there's plenty of stuff to hold on to do this transition. So, I'm thinking, well, I'm worried, can the user reach from one end to the other end? Let's find out. Well, let's guess here, because what are these pegs on the other wall going to look like? And the pegs on the other wall will probably match the team color. Maybe it could be a relay race, now that I think about it. Two teams with the relay, so it would be actual teams. Right now it's kind of, I just have like an American Gladiators thing in mind, where it's the one person running down the thing all the time. Okay, are they going to be able to span across? I think they will be able to. But if not, I could just make some of the bars at the transition zone longer. Now, I'm going to arrange the pegs on the red piece of glass, and I will clone them over to the blue piece of glass after. There's going to be a lot of pegs here. Maybe it's enough. Let's find out. We're going to need lots of pegs over here. Oop. There was two things right inside of each other. And, you know, the Z-fighting wouldn't actually be visible if they're the exact same color. So Z-fighting is, I mean, it's still going to be optimal for that to happen though. So I still got to watch out for Z-fighting, even though it would not be possible. Okay. I think that should work there. The inside track still has a bit of an advantage, so that has not been resolved yet. Just trying to think of some more climbing things. We have something similar to monkey bars already with the spheres. I'm thinking of just having a good old row of boring old monkey bars over here, and this could fix one of the challenges that I had. Red could have more monkey bars than blue. And that would balance out some of the non-symmetrical stuff that was going on. Okay, after these, there's going to be another climbing straight up obstacle. And at the end, I want the people to be dangling from from a ceiling, like with these balls, right? Way up here with a target way down there on the bottom. And I want people to have to let go and try to land on the target. Good. Okay. And then over here there'll be the landing spot, which leads into the next wall climb. So in this one, I want to make it look like you're climbing the side of a building, but it's not gonna totally look like that. So I gotta make sure that it still looks cool. Maybe I should just go with a brick wall instead. Yeah. Okay, so we climb up to here. And then what? Okay, how am I doing on time here? We're having a little fun putting this thing together. I've been going at it for an hour and 20. I don't really need to worry about lighting and all that, but there are some other details that I want to get into here. So what other climbing obstacles can I have in here? You haven't had to climb on any pyramids yet. That might be uncomfortable though. Because like a pyramid, you're gonna have to reach more, but maybe that'll be the fun part? No, because you're gonna have to pull the thing right into your face if you're suspended upside down. What if there was a bunch of furniture floating up here that you had to climb on? Would that be awesome? Maybe. I'll have to test to see if this is possible. And if it's not, I'll have to think of something else. But climbing up the furniture at odd angles seems like it could be fun. Okay, not too sure about that, but we'll see how that goes. After you climb up that, getting near the end here. Okay, I need to know where to put the target. So to do that, I'll make a really, really tall cylinder. Okay. Okay, here's the thing. Some of the furniture disappears at such a long distance. But I think that's okay, because you can still see it from most distances. I'll know more after I test it inside of VR. Okay, so this is looking good. I have about 30 minutes to finish it off, air quotes. But I think the actual course is pretty much done. Okay, first thing, save all my little shapes here that I had for scale. I don't need them anymore. I'll find out after I test in VR with climbing, like in the actual game, the actual client, to see if I'm able to reach these monkey bars and everything, because if I can't reach them, I'll have to lower them down some, obviously. I'm just thinking if there were little poles holding everything up, it would be fun to climb on the poles too. Like for the spectators. That's what I need here. For the people not participating in the race, there needs to be something for them to do. I'm thinking I could put a parkour movie scene on there. This one looks like a bad frame rate though. Here we go. Movie clips. There's good ones. Yeah, okay. And he jumps from building to building in this one. Yes, okay. Okay, now wait a second. This would be a good parkour clip, but what about American Gladiators? Jump. What? YouTube. Eliminator is what it was called. Okay, there we go. Eliminator. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna put this in there. That's better than the parkour clip. Not gonna know what direction it should face until it starts playing. never done this before, these kind of patches. Um, I'm not rotating them. I mean, I could rotate them, but I think it would look too crazy if I did rotate them. I'm not too crazy about how it's turning out. Hey, it's like those are the ramps that I tried to imitate right there. I guess my arrows are pointing the other direction. Okay, I don't like all these cubes, so I'm just gonna delete them and try again. Went from American Gladiator to regular Gladiator there. Okay. I have 100 parcel credits left, so I'm going to put a couple lights in here, which is good because I don't really have very many lights in here at all. I do have a couple already, but let's get some more. All right, there is the yet to be tested in VR with my hands obstacle course, complete with the blood splatter to show you where to land, which looks pretty good in daytime, but at nighttime not so good. So I'm going to click on this thing and check this box, and now it looks good at nighttime too. Okay, looking good. Click save, upload. This is intended for inside the VR client. So I'm going to take some screenshots of the builder here and put them in the tweet. And if you want to check it out, you want to check it out in game, not in the web, in your web browser. You'd want to download Somnium Space from somniumspace.com or Steam. Launch it up from there. You'll spawn way over there, and I mean way over there at City Center, where you see that floating island and the building over there, way off in the distance. And you're gonna trek all the way to here. And I guarantee you, if it's your first time in Somnium, you're gonna get distracted on your way from there to here. So maybe I'll see you next week, but make your way over here and check it out. And I say maybe I'll see you next week because like between here and there, there's stuff, like all kinds of stuff. And not only stuff built on the parcels, but you're going to be walking by parcels that have portals to worlds, Somnium worlds. And when you jump into those worlds, there's going to be vast things to explore inside of them also. So even though it looks like it's maybe 2 miles, a mile from here to over there, it's actually like infinite space between here and there because there's portals that you're going to come across. So yeah. That's what it's going to be like. You'll spawn over there and you'll start walking this direction. I'm just going to finish publishing there and I'll take my screenshots and tweet them out. But my time is up, so thanks everybody for tuning in, and I'll see you next week right here where I build something else. And yeah, like I said, it was super easy to build that. It was just putting down primitives and reshaping them. Yeah, I built something pretty abstract this time. But you could build regular looking buildings the exact same way using primitives and squashing them around. It's great. Okay, I'll see y'all next time. Peace. Did my webcam break again? How long has my webcam been broken? It happened again. I could tell. Anyways. I'll have it fixed by next week. Leave it alone.